remember when I was the needy. Beat me up, squeaky. She fell in love deeply. Sleepy. They like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I'll take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in a tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
A first down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an S.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, signed as a free agent out of Arkansas. It's Felipe Franks.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Off the play fake, here's Franks.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Charles, a look there at the Falcons draft class for 2021, and this was the first pivot point of the draft. What would the Falcons do it for? Many thought this was a spot to take their QB of the future, thinking, hey, maybe we won't pick this high again for a long time. Instead, the physical
and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Pushes him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
It's Franks now from the shotgun.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Franks.
Eluding the pressure right. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Pettis now on the return.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, his defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
John Kaminsky got him down defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches, and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's a give to Barkley. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Hawkins, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Setting up play action. Franks. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Franks. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year, tied for the 2nd most in the NFL. They vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Ingram. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And they go play action with Franks. Steps away. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Jones throwing on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, Jones over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
The Franks looking to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And
we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And he's racking up the yardage. You see the catches. Defensively, what do you do here to stop a guy like this?
You keep trying to change things up because nothing is really working. Whether you have a man on him, 2 people, you're showing different types of zone defenses combined with man-to-man coverages. Try and change things up and eventually get to the point where maybe you put enough people on him, they won't throw the ball to him anymore.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
First down throw. Here's Franks.
And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Franks now.
Flushed out right. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Here's Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there, with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. John Kaminsky in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Franks. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And indeed, the flag is out. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Working out of the gun, Franks. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Franks. He's going to take another shot here. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Franks. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
44 yards on the ground for him so far. 2nd down, here's Barkley again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Jones throw on target to Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. On 1st down, Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Fighting through pressure.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Gano's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Franks airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Franks. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Jones staying on his feet. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones on 1st down. That's complete to Slayton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pettis now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
New York set to take the field.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Jones now throwing after the interception. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll drop this down to Jackson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
The quick feet by Jackson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones, he's got Slayton on the slant. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. It's Hawkins, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Got some real estate inside the 30. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Pettis now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
To throw again on second down, Jones. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this game was decided a while.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide.
After review of the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Folasade Aluakin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. On first down, Hawkins. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Ball.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.
Never had no money. I've been out here trying to give me away. Ain't nobody helping, I was hungry. Fake friends, they just slipping away.